Pro Schmo community, UFC London. Here we go. So we're going to start off as we always do, just real quick, who the picks are, and then we're going to get into the details, right? The synthesis, why the left or the right, blue or red, right? So, fellas, there's been a lot of DMs about John Blachowicz. John Blachowicz, man, that's the upset. That's the underdog of the card. And I understand the sentiment. But then you got to think about Ketlin Salza and her ACL injury, Marvin Vittori, the labrum, and the rotator cuff repair. John Blachowicz has 2 shoulder surgeries he's coming off of, right? So he's rehabilitating that through and through now, I think 6 months. And he's coming on to fight Carlos Ulberg, right? Granted, John has the wrestling. He can grapple. He's got a black belt, whereas, the Jaguar does not. Okay, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have defensive grappling, so on and so forth. So we'll get into this video. One more thing I want to share with you guys is our posture. Our posture has to improve. By that, I mean that there's so many new cappers coming onto the scene, like many cappers retiring and moving on. A lot of bettors, MMA bettors who were consistent through the years, moving on. They're not betting anymore, right? The community has, in addition, maybe 10 new, 20 people now, subscribers to this channel, DMs being sent. I could imagine that's happening in the Capperverse, right? The MMA Capperverse. Again, by attrition to the facts that people are not doing so well now, with capping MMA. Or YouTube cappers don't find that they make any money from the traffic they're driving to their channels, right? All the time they're investing. And by posture, I mean I have to be a bit more professional. So I know I'm very laid back and I do what I want, through the channel. I could care less, what anybody says through a comment or what I publish, only to the fact that I do not get shadow banned, and I'm very careful with that. But other than that, I mean, I pretty much don't do anything for clicks. I don't do anything for subscriptions. I don't do anything to get paid. I don't sell picks. We don't sell picks. We make money. Right. All right. So we're going into this fight card real quick. And man, we got a lot to talk about. This is good, guys, fellas. Listen, I don't think we're going to miss. Guram Kutateladze, KaueFernandes. He's a great grappler, this guy, KaueFernandes. But Guram Kutateladze, he's chopping those legs. He's striking very, down the middle. And, KaueFernandes, man, he likes to be on his back too often. And I think there's too much apprehension with letting go of the strikes. All right, so it's Guram Kutateladze on the money line. His sparring partner is Topuria. This guy's a huge lightweight, man, Guram Kutateladze. KaueFernandes is too, but Guram has the jiu-jitsu. Koalan Lugren, Nathan Fletcher. Here we go, grappler, a striker, and grappler the same, man. Koalan is actually very good with his grappling. He can scramble very well if need be. He has body lock trips. I mean, this guy can box. And I think the only reason he was having any trouble in his last bout was because of the reach. I think Nathan Fletcher, being predominantly a grappler, is going to assist Koalan here with his boxing, and any scrambles and exchanges they get into. Any close decision goes to Koalan. Anything overwhelming or a KO goes to Koalan Lugren. All right, let's see. Next we have, and he is rather undersized. I'll admit, he is rather undersized. He should be a flyweight, not a bantamweight. I think with his head being so big, so heavy, he's but his proportions are all right. He'll make it. He'll make it through until, maybe someone about an inch or two taller than Nathan Fletcher, right? Hey, listen, Shauna Bannon, Pooja Tomar. This is a very close fight. Shauna Bannon, though, man, she's got grappling and she can wrestle. Pooja Tomar is a Sanda boxer. Shauna Bannon, I mean, she's a credentialed kickboxer. And I mean, we can see blow for blow through and through. Anybody wanting to exchange in the pocket, great. But we see a lot of times, either Shauna is, forward pressure, or she's on the back foot, and Pooja, the one and the same. I think the thing here that could help Shauna is a takedown and top control on Pooja. I think she'll win it here. Even if it were close, I think Shauna Bannon is taking that fight 100% on the scorecards. the audience is going to be going crazy there, and I think the judges are just going to be favoring her through and through. Andre Puliev, he's too slow. Christian Leroy Duncan is too explosive with his kickboxing. Both are good kickboxers. Christian Leroy Duncan, K1 kickboxer, too explosive. That's the difference. And Andre Puliev, he is very accurate, but he's not powerful enough. His punches do sting, but that's about all you get. Andre Puliev is like a light heavyweight fighting down at middleweight. And if Christian Leroy Duncan can get him down, I mean, that weight is just way too much for Andre Puliev to fight off anyway. It's a ground and pound. It's KO. Christian Leroy Duncan on the money line. That's why the odds are so wide. We got Marcin Tybura, Michael Parkin. Believe it or not, I don't know if you know this, but Michael Parkin was a kickboxer, right? I think that's what got him started in mixed martial arts. All right, so Marcin Tybura, he could potentially go for blow here with Michael Parkin, edging out a decision. That's how I see it, man. I didn't like how sloppy Tuivasa was. If we talk about the strength of schedule on Marcin Tybura, I think the UFC was fixing his fights so that he looks, challenged enough and strong enough. I think he even fought Dawoon Jung, the wrestler, and he beat him. So here we go. Michael Parkin, I think 10-0, and he'll be 11-0 here. I think Marcin Tybura's past his prime. That's it, And I'm not saying it only because he's 39. I'm just saying it, the strength of schedule. The matchmaking is too catered to him. Lerner Kavanaugh. This is a great fight here, man. A lot of folks might have apprehension about taking Lerner, thinking that Felipe Dos Santos, because of his fight with Manel Kape, who I don't rate highly much as you would, is someone that could potentially lose, right? So folks are saying, is Lerner going to lose? Lerner's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. He's got grappling, and he's got defensive wrestling. I mean, Lerner is the ninja striker, as he coins himself, and he's going to do a hell of a job. And the reason why I say this is because he's pretty much bringing down everyone from Chudo Box, Diego Lima's gym. He fought Jose Ochoa, and folks, I mean, yeah, it was close, but man, that's a big guy, Same with Felipe Dos Santos. And something you might not know is that these boys at Chudo Box are being cut left and right. I think there's 3-4 of them gone already. And you're probably wondering, well, these guys are good fighters, right? All of these guys are great fighters. What happened? Well, the politics is that they don't want to move up or down in weight. They want to weight bully because they're so young, and it don't work like that. All right, so Clayton Rodriguez is gone. All these boys are gone. Felipe Dos Santos, though, he's an ectomorph. So credit to him. He is tall, lanky, and he does belong in the flyweight division. Something like Leon Edwards. Folks might think that Leon Edwards is too big for his weight class, right, at welterweight. But his frame, he's an ectomorph. He belongs there. You could see him side by side Chris Duncan. You could see him side by side someone who's potentially taller than him, I think by an inch, but the frame is much wider. Might look like an endomorph next to Leon Edwards, and I'm referring to the country banger in Jai Herbert. So, folks, these things do matter. Proportions do matter. Lerner Kavanaugh, money in the bag. Felipe Dos Santos, man, I mean, what's he going to do? He's not good off his back. He's going to strike. He's got the hell of a right cross, though. This guy is good with his razor-sharp elbows and in the clinch. All right, Felipe Dos Santos is no chump. But Lerner Kavanaugh has to get a decision. What do you guys tell me? The judge is going to, go for Felipe Dos Santos? Absolutely not. Jai Herbert, talking about Jai Herbert, man. Chris Padilla, all the best, all respect to him. Jai Herbert's fighting at lightweight. I'm not wasting your time. Jai Herbert is coming in for a reason here. As a favorite. Not only that, a slight favorite because the public is riding Chris Padilla so high. Chris Padilla, good outings for him. The matchmaking is brilliant, but I thought they didn't expect him to submit the Peruvian fighter. I didn't think they thought, they would cut Rengzhou, Zai and get that early stoppage, right? The Asian prospect who actually just won his fight off Cody Steele. I didn't think the UFC expected these things. It's okay. It happens. Sometimes you get a guy off the regional scene and, you just see these upsets happen, and it is what it is. Chris Padilla is a great fighter, man. He is a dog, man. This guy is game, but Jai Herbert is way too big for this guy. And there's a reason why he clipped Topuria. That boxing, that kickboxing, the Muay Thai, the Thai striking in Jai Herbert. Jai Herbert's also a grappler. He can grapple, folks. He's, I think, nearly a brown belt. Nearly a brown belt. So there you go. All right, folks, it's Jai Herbert on the money line. I hope, I gave you a few things to consider there. Let's see, moving on. We're going to the main card now. Man, I think the main card is pretty much a mine for anybody who is not from England. All right, so here we got Morgan Charrier. Hey, listen, Morgan Charrier, he's got a great center of gravity. Not only that, I noticed that he's very receptive and he can read the body and the hips very well. He's always a step ahead. That's wild. That's pretty big to do. It's not easy to do. Always a step ahead in the scrambles. He's like the featherweight Joshua Van in offense. All right, he can shift into position, man. It's crazy. Whereas Joshua Van is defending, right? But man, Nathaniel Wood is what a boxer. The footwork here is going to kill Morgan Charrier. I think Nathaniel Wood, whether it's a close decision or not, is taking this fight. I think it'll be another disappointment, just like it was with Chepe Marsicol. Morgan Charrier losing the fight. Morgan Charrier is strong. He is very strong. I don't think he has the knockout potential to UFC Elite, despite him getting his knockout against the Brazilian. And I think that, if he does knock out Nathaniel Wood, you're seeing a top 5 guy by default at 29 years of age. But it's not likely, guys. I'm telling you, Nathaniel Wood's boxing is great. His grappling is good. And he could potentially submit Morgan. Morgan's got good cardio, so it's a great fight. This is a great fight. We're going to see it through all 3 rounds, but 100% Morgan's grappling is not going to assist him here. Nathaniel Wood is keeping his distance. Folks are also talking down that Nathaniel Wood is a featherweight who should be back at bantamweight. And absolutely not. Don't downplay that at all. Nathaniel Wood's got size, friends. He's got size. That's Nathaniel Wood on the money line. All right. Here we got Jordan Vucenic. I'm not wasting your time. Chris Duncan, he can attempt anything he wants with the wrestling. It's pretty much that's where it's going. And Jordan gets up. He's going to finish this guy on the feet. So that's all Chris Duncan's got. Chris Duncan's reaction time is too slow. He's got good timing. But that's all he's got. Then where's the speed, right? So Jordan's too fast. He'll be inside too quick. And I think it's Jordan Vucenic on the money line, undoubtedly. Paul Hughes is arch nemesis. Molly McCann, Alexa Thainara. Everyone is big on Alexa Thainara, folks. Everyone is big on her. Why? Right? So Alexa Thainara fought a prospect in this Brazilian who was a national wrestling champion. Understood. Had absolutely no takedowns during that Contender Series fight. 0. All right. That Brazilian prospect had none. So who knows? You know what that was about. Alexa Thainara's shots are very wide. Her head, her neck is staking out. It's perfect for Molly McCann. If you saw her fight with Bruna Brazil, man, Molly McCann is an animal. All right, she's durable. And Alexa Thainara is strong, so she can scramble you, she can wrestle you, but she does not have sting in her punches, despite being so strong. Where's the power? How does it translate to a strike? She's still developing that, I think, at Reba's Academy. She's only got like 10, 11 fights. So I think it's Molly McCann on the money line or nothing here. I would not take Alexa Thainara. Very green, okay? Kevin Holland, Gunnar Nelson. I hope Gunnar Nelson submits Kevin Holland. I've heard that Kevin Holland had a rumored fixed black belt from 10th Planet. I don't know how true that is. He has submitted, I think it was Tim Means, if I'm not mistaken. And we predicted that, actually. That was plus 1,000 odds, which is pretty cool. But on a whim, really taking all credibility from the tower, man. We really thought that Kevin Holland would have this black belt. That's really what we would think, you know. And his grappling, I don't know. I don't know, folks. A lot of question marks. I know Gunnar Nelson, you know, is here or there. It's Kevin Holland by knockout over here. or Gunnar Nelson by submission. That's how you should bet it. That's how you should bet it. All right, we're trying to make money. And then finally, we're moving on to John Blachowicz and Carlos Ulberg. I think earlier we touched on this. So John Blachowicz, 2 surgeries. All right, open surgery on 2 shoulders. All right, all he's going to do here is wrestle. He's just going to wrestle. He's got to offensively wrestle Carlos Ulberg. Carlos Ulberg is sharp, man. He's accurate. He's powerful. His cardio's terrible. So I think toward the end of round 2 or 3, these guys, it's either Carlos Ulberg submitting John Blachowicz like he has Dawoon Chung, the wrestler, or John Blachowicz just losing a unanimous decision, because all he could do is spam, the clinch, spam a takedown. That's all he can do here. Ain't no way this boy is striking. And yes, I guess he would be assisted with the low kicks, right, and high kicks to I guess offset any output that he does not have from upstairs, right, from his 2 hands. Provided the shoulder surgery. But Carlos Ulberg right down the middle, my God, that reach is ridiculous. All right, I don't think these 77 centimeters for reach, I don't think this is correct. Anyway, man, that's the money line there. Carlos Ulberg, no doubt. And we finally have Leon Edwards, Sean Brady. Sean Brady is too small, man. He's like Pat Sabatini at the featherweight division. That's it, man. Yes, the little guys can make it happen. Don't get me wrong. But they're specialists at what they do. And I think Sean Brady, this is way too quick of a potential title eliminator for Sean Brady. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is wild. I don't understand it at all. Sean Brady is polishing his striking, so that's going to take about a year or 2 at this height. He's much shorter than Bilal Muhammad. That's a problem. So all he has is that center of gravity for a takedown or 2. But Leon Edwards has been defending that against the wall for how many fight camps now? Like, let's be honest. So he's piecing Sean Brady up. I hope he doesn't knock out Sean Brady. I think that'll be a damn shame, because Sean Brady does not deserve something like that. But yeah, man, Vicente Luque, he's a welterweight. Like, these guys are RDA. Rafael Dos Santos, from lightweight to welterweight, is much taller than Sean Brady. Like, these things, unless Leon Edwards was also a grappler, you would see something like Jonathan Pierce versus Pat Sabatini. But man, Leon Edwards got the knees. He's got just wild striking, man. There's absolutely no way that Sean Brady could proportion out that ability, man, in Leon Edwards at that height. Man, he's just towering over Sean Brady. I know this isn't much of a technical analysis, because it's very evident that Sean Brady's going to have to hug a leg or 2 between rounds, man. And Leon Edwards could just drop elbows or ground and pound if they start rolling on the ground, or just hammer fists. I mean, fellas, this is quite a jump for Sean Brady. But as mentioned, if he pulls this off, Sean Brady, my God, champion. Sean Brady is your next welterweight champion if he pulls this off. I'm telling you right now. Record this. Catch you on the flip side. You heard it here first. Visit us at proschmobets.com.